that's why it stayed on this one. He's got the shoes. The shoes on this one have got grooves on them, and have got the little hook at the front. So I remember now, he stayed on there because of those. Those like really held him in, look, and he's quite firmly in there. These shoes are too flat.
Yeah, it's difficult, and just the way it's positioned, the ankles don't look natural, the feet don't look natural. It looks weird. So it's definitely difficult, and also the glider's hanging in there by a thread. It's gonna fall off any second now.
Okay, look, it's too small. First of all, if you want Hobgoblin to stand on the glider, he has to stand pretty much like just like straight up, just like standing. Like he's not. This is not how you fly a glider. This is how you maybe stand on a glider if you're parallel parking. You know, it looks like he's riding one of those hoverboard type things with the wheels that people, you know, fall off and break their ankles on all the time.
Fools. Every single one of you. None of you know the true power that the Hobgoblin holds. But I do. Behold! My Hobgoblin!
All these worries in my head, I'ma ride in the gutter. All of my thoughts rip me open. When the sky forms the horizon, been coming up short on my life, and plants just wither and die.
Okay, so I guess we're just stuck with this. Hey guys, Dylan here. Welcome back to another action figure review, and today we're reviewing the Marvel Legends Retro Hobgoblin. And yeah, let's get into this Joker. But before we get into Hobgoblin, if you guys don't know who the Hobgoblin is,
then let me help you. See, the first Hobgoblin was Roderick Kingsley. Now, I do not know why he decided to become the Hobgoblin. Honestly, I believe he was just completely insane. All I do know is that one of his little thugs found one of Green Goblin's secret lairs and decided to go ahead and take all the gear. He killed the thug and he re-dyed all the gear, basically rebuilding it all, and decided to become the brand new Hobgoblin. First fight with Spider-Man, he realized that he really needed the Green Goblin serum, and so he began his plan to recreate the Green Goblin serum. And a little side note for you guys to know, there have been a lot of people who have played as the Hobgoblin, who has taken the identity and basically continued it. But I just said, you know what, let's focus on the OG, because I think that's the only one that matters, because my god.
Paying this question, the action figure is okay. Look, let's be real. We've all have seen this body mold before. We have all. Okay? We have. Now, the only thing I do like about it is the color. Alright? I like the color of it. Like the cape and everything. I like the color. Because it's supposed to be retro. It's supposed to look like the TV show. And I like it. One thing I should probably point out now is that, as you guys know, with Green Goblins and basically Goblin characters, what is one thing that all action figures had? The fish scales. Even Demo Goblin had it. I mean, he had these kind of legs, but he had the fish scales. Something he does not have. And that's not really a bad thing to me, because I get it, you know? They're trying to make sure the characters are completely separate so that people don't get confused, and I understand that. But you can't use that excuse, because the last time you guys released the Hobgoblin, it was basically the Green Goblin, just repainted in a different head. So you can't use that excuse here. You really can't. But anyway, I also should point out the fact that he doesn't have pointy feet, which was a pain in the ass, because, you know, without pointy feet, you can't get into the glider. If you look at the face here, I love it. I love it so much. I just do. I know people have probably seen it before, but this looks nice. This is Hobgoblin. This is, I'm not saying myself, but this is Hobgoblin, bro. Look at that. Look at that. And I like the fact that it looks like a mask, because it's supposed to be a mask. Now, let's get into the accessories of the action figure, which only comes with 3. His handbag, which you have to pop off the head, and I don't know if this is just me, but I'm pretty sure that head is not glued into the hood, so I think I can take it out, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to deal with hassle of putting that thing back together. Anyway, next we have, I'm going to start with the good accessory, the pumpkin bomb. We've gotten a lot of pumpkin bombs. I don't know why, but this is the most best painted pumpkin bomb. I freaking love this. I mean, don't get me wrong, when I got the retro Green Goblin, he had the same pumpkin bomb, but it was painted differently, and I love the way it was painted. And I think the other pumpkin bomb I have is from what was his name? The pumpkin guy, whatever, that figure. He had a pumpkin bomb too, and it was all red. I gave that to Demo Goblin. That looks nice too, because it's Demo Goblin. But this pumpkin bomb, it's beautiful. It's nicely painted, and it can fit right into the character's hand. You know, it can fit right into Hobgoblin's hand. So I like it. It looks nice. Looks nice. But now let's get into the bad. Let's get into the worst accessory of the entire action figure. The glider. Now, you might be wondering, why do you hate the glider? I shouldn't even have to explain this. This glider is trash. Why? Because it's too small. Like, bruh, compare this to Green Goblin's glider and Demo Goblin's glider. This is the most smallest glider I've ever seen. I mean, the paint, I actually like the paint. But here's the other thing that I don't like about it. Where's the peg thing? Green Goblin came with one, and Demo Goblin came with one. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you. This came with Demo Goblin. It's basically a stand, and you can plug it up, you know, and then boom, you got a stand. Now, I've tried plugging this up into the Green Goblin one, but I don't think it could fit. Or can it? Yeah, no, it can't. But the point is, it's there, so it could help you. But this, it doesn't have it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the way it looks. I like the painting. But it's too freaking small. It's just too small. Another thing I don't like is that because of the action figure and it doesn't have the pointy feet like Green Goblin and Demo Goblin has, it can barely fit in this glider. Like, look at this. Like, I know I modified, but let's see. And it only is staying in because of the hooks. All right, that's Green Goblin. Let's try Demo Goblin real quick. If this fits, bruh. Look at this. Look at this. How is someone supposed to pounce on this?
Pause!
Bruh, like, come on, man. Come on, man. It's just, bruh. Like, I just can't. It's just, I love the coloring. I just don't like that it doesn't have this, and that the feet are so small, I can't fit in there. Bruh, I got this thing at the cmdstore.com. I'll just down below. And it's not like CMD Store did a bad job. This isn't their fault, but I don't want to spend $30 for an action figure like this again. And I'm not saying like I hate it. I don't hate it. I do actually really like it. It's just there's so many problems with it that it's hard for me to ignore them and enjoy the action figure. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's go ahead. And if I try to put them on without my little modification, it just slips off. It really does. And it'll just hang on by a thread. See? Look. And as you guys can see right here, I took my X-Acto knife, my knife, basically, and I cut down, slipped, and went up. And I did the same thing on this side. This one looks a little rough, but this is what I did. So then that way, the foot goes under the glider, and then you got more space, and it clicks in. So it's like you don't have to worry about it. You know? So let me show you what I did, basically. So once I put the foot in, right? But once I put it under, it clicks in. And so now he can do the stance if he wanted to because of the modification, you see. But you know what? You shouldn't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't have to cut into the glider just to make it fit. So if you want to do my hack, go ahead, man. Be my guest. You know, it will fix it. It'll fix some of the problems. It won't fix all of it, but it'll fix some of it. And even though with all the problems in the glider, I gotta admit, he looks good with the glider. But now let's get into the articulation. All right. Let's start with the head. Let's start with the head. So the head right here, you got good movement there. Arms can go up. All right, you got a swivel here, swivel there. You got a swivel right there. Ab crunch, it's a little tight. You got a good leg swivel here, and a leg swivel here. Swivel, 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 swivel. And you got a good rotation here. I don't do this a lot because it gets stuck, but yeah. Some of the articulation is limited by the cape, but you know what? Someone's gonna make no. The cape is fine. So in conclusion, is this action figure okay? Yes. Should you buy it? That's a hard question. Just like oh god, what's his name? I'll just put it on the thing. Just like he said, if you have a Hobgoblin, you don't have to buy this guy. This is mostly for collectors who don't have it, like I don't. But honestly, even though with all of its problems, I don't hate this figure because, like I said, this is my only Hobgoblin. And even though I point out a lot of flaws in action figures these days, that doesn't mean I hate them. I still love them. I still use them in that stop motions, take pictures of them. Because even though they're bad, they're still characters that I wanted to finally be out there. And even if they're bad, I'll enjoy them. So in the end, like, I like this Hobgoblin, okay? I like the colors. I don't like the fact the feet are flat. I don't like the fact I had to modify the glider. But you know what? I like it. You know, I personally love it. So yeah, that's the end of the review. Thank you guys for watching. Like this video, please give me a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time on the next review. I don't know what the hell it's gonna be.